Good afternoon, dear church. It is a good afternoon because I finished another Greek exam and I think my mind is about to explode. I will leave it out on Sunday. Some of you have asked, what have I been doing? What are classes like? So I will definitely leave it out on Sunday so you can take a look at what we do for Greek and the things that we translate. But nonetheless, we're here for gratitude. So I am grateful that I decided to work on my exam and get it done early. So that I could have the weekend to relax. But, this cold weather, I enjoy it. I look forward to it. I don't like it terribly hot. I also don't like it terribly cold. I like to be in the middle. I like it to be perfect. But this cold weather that has come about has really put me in sort of my winter mode, if you will. Yesterday, I decided to take some time in the afternoon, and so I went home and I made cookies and some bread. And I love that this time of year, making soup and bread and doing those things. I don't know exactly the word for it, but it's exciting for me to be able to do those things. And I don't do a lot of baking in the summertime because it gets hot. And our house we lived in Appleton was an older house and didn't have good insulation. So or airflow, and so when I would bake or something in the house, it would get super, super hot and almost unlivable, and the air conditioning couldn't keep up. And so we didn't do a lot of that except in the winter time. And so now it's just that time of year. It's comfort. It makes me feel good. But where am I going with this? Where's the gratitude in this? Well, I've learned. I learned from my mom and from my grandparents. Each I've learned a little something from each of them. Even my grandfather, my maternal grandfather, I remember making apple pies with him, and they always turned out fun and interesting. Not like Grandma would make, but they were edible. And we just had fun, and we learned. The glory of it and the fun in the kitchen. Some of the best times were spent in the kitchen with grandparents, making fruit salads. Inevitably, I would catch the back of Grandma's long knife. I'd sit at her peninsula as she would make fruit salads, and I would pick at the bowl, and I'd get the back of her knife across my hand because I was being naughty and touching it with my hands. But it's these things that I am thankful for, that I learned and had the time to spend with. And so, do you have those memories? Do you have fond memories? I was told that my great grandmother would make bread on Saturday mornings, and you would just smell it through the whole house because they had a stove oven downstairs. And I was reminded of that when the kids came home yesterday. When they had smelled the bread, they were like, "Uh-oh, you were doing something." And of course, now the chocolate chip cookies are almost gone, and the bread is gone, the 2 loaves of bread. But it's these things that we can be thankful for, that we have been taught and that we have been shown, not only for the togetherness, but the ability to care for ourselves and care for others. One of the things, when they aren't all eaten, I love to share with people, because I have the ability to do that, and I love to share the baked goods. Unfortunately, this time of year, that's when they get eaten the most, because it's that warmth and that feel-good feeling. So think about that today. In what ways have you been blessed? What are your kitchen stories? Do you have kitchen stories with mom or dad or grandparents or great grandparents? And in what ways can you remember that and be grateful for that? And so we thank God this season, especially for all of those things that give us food to eat and nourishment in our days. And so I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I will admit it is kind of fun to see the snow outside. It's stopped at the moment, but it is kind of fun to see the snow falling from the sky. And I hope to see you on Sunday morning, either in person or via Zoom, for church. And so until we see you again, have a wonderful day, and God bless.